Indianapolis. Tonight, we're keeping it in the AFC West. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're off from US Bank Stadium. He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the run back of the 27. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out. He was a rookie last season when he took the Broncos to the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Now a sophomore. It's Bo Nix.
Those Denver Broncos have been looking for their next quarterback after Elway and Manning. And it was a dark period until Bo Nix stepped into the fold. He led all rookies in passing yards, touchdowns. It was 29, by the way. And he finished 3rd for Rookie of the Year. The Broncos
avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. Into the red zone. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos take a 6-0 lead right away. Almost feel bad for those fans who went to get food before finding their seats here, Brock. While they're waiting in line, we got a touchdown on the first play from scrimmage.
And I got to sense a few of them were scooting towards the tunnel to see what the roar was all about. Yep. Just like this guy scooted for the explosive touchdown.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. On the return, here's Nico Mejia. He's brought down just inside the 25.
On the return, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He's got his man, that's Travis Kelce. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. New set of downs from the 37. First down throw, Mahomes. Buying some time right. This one's to Rice out on the right side. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Back to the air, Mahomes. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking at 2 scores down to start this one out.
And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the results. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too. Play action, Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. That's low and bounces short of his man.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Another throw for Mahomes. Forced out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. They're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. Give him 25 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
To the end zone, but incomplete. Took their shot there on 1st down, Brock, but don't come away with any points just yet.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tried connecting with Xavier Worthy there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Bails out of the pocket quick. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. Butker knocks it through, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Butker on now to kick this one away. He'll take this at the 10. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. The Denver offense taking the field for their 2nd drive. Well, Brock, it only took them 1 play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. Nix with it on 1st. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. Short gain in the end to about the 36-yard line. Something he does so well, Nick Bolton making the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
At the 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Finds a man, and Troutman has it. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
There's the fake. Here's Nix. It's his running back. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. It's the end of the 1st in this AFC West showdown. 7-3 is our score. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. Time for our 2nd quarter. Let's see if the Broncos can capitalize in the red zone. They'll throw again. Nix. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Broncos now lead by 10. It's a Bo Nix touchdown. Extra point try now for Bluntz. And that one is no good. Didn't even come very close to sneaking that one in, so leave that score as is. Wasn't accurate on the extra points, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. Remigio with the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Chiefs sending their offense out for the 2nd time this game. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is thrown towards a defender instead, man. He's the one who makes a play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Again, Mahomes to throw. This is cut downfield by Rice. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They've got 1st down here from the 36. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. So we'll get the return lined up to about the midfield stripe before he goes out of bounds.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Where you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was a practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
First down.
We've set it down from the 37.
The 37-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Nix. And down he goes. The Chiefs got to him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Sit tight. More coming your way from US Bank Stadium after this. Need to shake off that sack and quick. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's Nix to throw. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right. It certainly wasn't. Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
4th and forever coming up. Nix off the play action. And this one swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over on downs. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Encroachment deep.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. To the air, Mahomes. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the Broncos get it back after making their 3rd first half interception.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line.
6 more yards.
We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. 1st and 10 from the 32.
1st and 10 at the 32.
It's Nix out of the pistol. It's Sutton with back-to-back catches. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Play action with Nix. He completes it in traffic. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the Broncos take their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Nix to throw again. And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. Now they've got to regroup for 2nd down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, great chance to win. You know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over. But I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
He'll have a long field ahead of him, partners. He's wrapped up shy of the 15.
The Chiefs
Probably
take
looking
over
at our
first
final
and
snap
10
and a half here on first
at their
down.
own 13-yard line.
It's a designed run for Mahomes. So entering the locker room, got ourselves a... I suppose not everyone's the biggest fan of halftime. Okay, we'll skip over the break and get right back to the field.
Will Lutz to kick
Here's
off
Lutz,
for
set
the
to kick this
Broncos.
away. Remigio with the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's
The
tackled.
Chiefs take over first and 10.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Out comes Kansas City. Its offense has it first to start quarter number 3. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
He finds Brown right side. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Frank Greenlaw picks it off.
Mahomes pass. Intercepted. The Broncos take over first and 10.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Nick Snad a throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Intended for Evan Ingram.
This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends...
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Drew Tranquil with the pick.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So first down from the 41. Lean back motions right. First down throw, Mahomes. Dive in and he gets his hands underneath for the catch. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down,
They go
Chiefs.
play action. It's Mahomes. Has it at the 7. And this play does have enough, Brock. That means it is first and goal.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Ken Surtain has it. And the Broncos get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 7.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for
Tough one to
Marvin
retain
Mims.
through that hit.
Incomplete.
So that brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and
Got
10.
the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man. And you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game, even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down. None of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing it.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
10 more yards.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Throwing on first down, Nix splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line.
That's another Broncos.
Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. The Broncos have the football, Brock, and with that lead, might have a win in just a little while, too. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Nix now on 1st and 10. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Then he's second down.
Okay, that's why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Dumped off to his running back. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
On first down, it's Nix. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos have likely locked up the win right there.
Touchdown, Broncos.
Nix leading the Broncos to the line for this two-point try.
The Broncos will line up for the...
All right, they're going to throw for it. And that one's caught. Add a couple more on to this massive, some might say insurmountable lead here in the fourth. Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line, and this time it works for two.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s, that slant route. When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. But you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for a two-point conversion.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. He rolls to his right. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Chiefs hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Headed out right. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. 3rd and 2, Mahomes to throw. And they pick him off again. And the Broncos take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down from the 42. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They're going to pass it here. This one's caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Watson. And the Chiefs put together a wonderful return. Gets him back inside the 40 following the interception.
Nix's pass. Intercepted.
New set of downs for him. Starts at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down. They've got a man in motion. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Chased out to his right. Throw over the middle. Cut by Brown. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Mahomes pass.
The Chiefs get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs get it back to a 14-point game.
24. Chiefs 10. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
And Mims on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
It's undoubtedly the final snap of a decided contest. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. On the move, headed right. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So it's a win for the Broncos. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. It's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. Off we go from Denver. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on first and 10.
Here we go.
Crowd begins with a pass. Oh, and they come after him right away, and down he goes on the first play of the game.
It's second down.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
All right.
From the gun, here's Stroud. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
10 yards to go.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
It's a turnover on downs.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
We'll go play action with Nix. He goes right back to Sutton. And he will get into the end zone. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver. Will Lutz now for the PAT.
Will Lutz lining up for the point after.
He's got it. And the Broncos will take a 7-0 lead.
Broncos 7, Texans nothing.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Braxton Berrios now to bring it back. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, good return as he takes it across the 30. The Texans offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They had that pick on the opening drive. It led to a touchdown. So 7-0 the deficit as they get the ball back. First and 10.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Second down throw for Stroud. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Give him 13 on that screen play. And a first down.
15 yards on the play. And the Texans first down.
All right.
Kirk is the motion man.
First down, Houston.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain. Look at him go. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. Lutz for the extra point. It's up and through. Broncos move out on top, 14-0.
Texans nothing.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Here's Berrios on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to get back at it. They're in an early hole, 14-0. They'll start digging out soon. Begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Now for the 3rd time in the 1st quarter, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Dre Greenlaw. And the Broncos are going to get the football back as time runs out in the 3rd quarter. One quarter in the books. 14-0 is our score. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
And he's going to be close to the 1st down. Welcome just a yard short of the line to gain, so that'll bring up 3rd and short yardage.
The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now in that field, there's no mistaking who it is. It really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the 1st down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
Here's Nix to throw. No chance at all. He'll go down. That's the veteran of several teams, Mario Edwards. In there for the sack, worked his way through. It's a loss of 5. 2nd down. Nix. That is caught by the tight end, Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Broncos. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Broncos will take themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Texans nothing. Will Lutz to kick off.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the 1st half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Stroud. He'll get that out to Mixon. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. It is 2nd and 6. Now Stroud. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
22 yards. And the Texans 1st down. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Texans. Here's Stroud to the line, and his guy's going to try to get 2 more.
The Texans will
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That's a big risk in this situation here, Mike. They're hoping to catch them by surprise, but now when you fail, the other team is able to not only have a short field, they got a chance to extend their lead.
Big snap on 1st and 10. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 1.
They'll throw. It's Nix. And that is incomplete.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Nix gonna throw for it. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. Texans offense gonna take over here in the last minute of this 1st half. They'll see if they can put something together here. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Broncos will have great field position right around midfield.
Stroud's pass. Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Nix. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and it's going to be 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll dump this out wide to Dobbins. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time. Comes in, makes a sure tackle, and drops him forwards.
And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down. On 1st down, it's Stroud. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Open man, downfield, it's Nico Collins. And he will score. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Texans are back within 1 score. It is an 8-point game.
Texans 13.
Final 2nd now of this 1st half as this one is away. Jaleel McLaughlin now on the return. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this 1st half. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
1st half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. The Broncos offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. We'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. On first down, here's Nix to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
With wide receivers, I think we spend so much time like talking about their speed and their route running, and of course that's critical, but the ability to not only catch the ball, but to concentrate on the bad throws. We used to have a saying, you get paid to catch the bad ones, and saw a great example of it here, laying out, going down to get this ball, holding on through contact with the ground, and it's a big-time play.
Number 14 with a pickup of 14 and a first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver.
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Jimmy Ward. Into space. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Texans. And now you get the pick six, and right on the heels of that, the offense comes out to go for two. Here's Stroud. And he will get in for the two. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. McLaughlin now on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Broncos offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. They'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 38 yards.
Mike, it just seems like certain games each week just align for matchups like we're seeing today. Just two quarterbacks trading blow for blow, putting on a show for their respective teams. Let's see if he can finish this drive off with another touchdown following that big play.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
At the 11-yard line.
Throwing. Nix. And he's in. Troy Franklin. Touchdown, Denver. Lutz for the extra point. He's got it. Broncos go up by 7. 28-21.
Texans 21.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Here's Pierce for the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. There's Nico Collins and his Texans teammates getting set for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. From the gun, here's Stroud. Oh, for the fifth. time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Jones. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So they're implementing a cover 2 system, and what that means is on the back end, Mike, your 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. They got to cover from the middle of the field all the way to the sideline, so they got to have range, they got to have great instincts, and then when they get a chance to get their hands...
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Azeez Al-Shire.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Here we go. 19.
Kirk is the motion man. On play action. Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
It's a gain of 18.
18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down. So it'll be first and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33.
First down.
There's to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for.
Second down and 10.
And it'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
19. That's it.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So, a pair of first downs moves them out to the 47-yard line. And it's first and 10. Moving to his right. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
First down. A gain of 15.
Stroud to throw here on first and 10. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
To Joe Mixon.
So, from the 37, here's second and 9.
At the Broncos' 37-yard line.
Here's Stroud. Throw left side, finds Dell. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for first and 10. And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
At the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. It is second down and 5.
Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5.
10 yards.
Here we go. First and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back to throw. Stroud. Forced out wide. Good blocking, and he's in. C.J. Stroud. Touchdown, Houston.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point.
And he is in. The risk pays off. They take the lead here in the final moments of the game.
I know they're feeling great right now, Mike, taking the lead here in the 4th quarter. But something you have to keep in mind. There's a lot of people that would say this is the wrong decision. With this much time remaining, now your opponent has no choice but to go and be super aggressive. 4 downs. Go try to get 3. Your likelihood of losing in regulation actually goes up.
Hicks, now to throw it here on first down. Open man downfield. That's Ingram. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Taking advantage of the room to run, a gain of 19 on the scramble.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now.
2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
This has been a great drive and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
And he's taken down, and now they can take this all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try. This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's go.
Here we go. One final play. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So mile-high salutes all around. It's a win for the Broncos. This one went all the way down to the wire. The late field goal with zeros on the clock seals the deal. As they come from behind, they may feel like they stole this one. They get the victory.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Stroud looks to throw on the first play. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Second down and 6 now.
At the 31-yard line.
Now Stroud. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line.
first down.
On the quick, right?
Stroud to throw it. That's complete to Dell. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter.
All right.
At the 20-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Stroud out of the gun here. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is going to have a Texans first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
First down. A gain of 5. And the Texans first down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nick Chubb, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Texans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Chiefs, nothing.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 46. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
13 yards on the play. And the Texans first down.
Here we go.
Gain of 13 yards.
On the bootleg. Stroud. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
And Stroud now to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this third down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Stroud working out of the gun. Got his man, Dell. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Stroud. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Mixon, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0.
Chiefs nothing.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Now Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brings up third down.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelce. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Well, no sooner do the teams get to the locker rooms and they're running right back out. Halftime over, third quarter, ready to go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in the second half. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he'll throw right away. He's got a man complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Mahomes to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Throwing now is Mahomes. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. A little juke. And the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense.
Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Mahomes will do it himself, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now here's Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Texans will take over. Looking to put a drive together. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Texans, 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Here's Stroud.
1st down, Houston.
To Mixon on the check down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing now is Stroud. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he has the 1st down as he's able to reach the ball forward and get past the line to gain.
And the Texans, 1st down. A gain of 18 on the play.
Stroud looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. And Schultz call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
An option handoff here to Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. His offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
1st down. A gain of 15.
All right.
1st down, Texans.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right.
Mixing up the middle. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the 32-yard line.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man is Kirk, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Another Texans first down. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Texans first down.
Now it's Mixon running right. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Certainly not the highest of scoring games, Charles. Their offense did some okay things. Not a lot of points on the board, but enough for the win with how their defense was. Sutton and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 64 yards. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Broncos 7.
Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out at Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
Mahomes will do it himself. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Mahomes going to throw. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Now he's going to step up and run. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Kansas City Chiefs.
They'll set up the throw. Mahomes will do it himself. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And that is off the left upright. It's no good.
And no good.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
At their own 20.
Yeah, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defense.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Nix's pass. Intercepted. The Chiefs take over first.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Mahomes pass. Intercepted. The Broncos take over first and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Complete to number 14, Cortland Sutton. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves.
Touchdown! Trent Sherfield, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos add 6 to their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Broncos 14.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
First and 10.
KC's offense ready to take over. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Mahomes pass. Intercepted. The Broncos take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
It's a gain of
17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. To throw is Nix. And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Broncos first down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now it's Nix. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos.
Touchdown Denver.
A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Will Lutz to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Mahomes will do it himself. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a Kansas City Chiefs.
Now it's Mahomes again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Off the play fake. Nix. He'll air this one out for Mims. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. And, Charles, I mean, look, you don't bench a starter of his caliber, but 4 first-half interceptions. How do you handle it from here?
Well, the easy thing is right away you try and run the football, take some pressure off of him, but you know the defense understands that as well. My second thing is give him throws that are safer, throws that he's confident in, the ones that he likes to make, and that way you try and get his confidence back on.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Mahomes will do it himself. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Automatic first down.
Looking to put a drive together. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Trent McDuffie with a pick. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Mahomes now to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. That is caught. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And a Kansas City Chiefs first down.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Well, that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Xavier Worthy, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
The Chiefs will set up.
Mahomes will throw for it. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Nix from the shotgun. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Off the bootleg, here's Nix. He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, fourth quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards that time.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's Nix once more. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Touchdown, Broncos. J.K. Dobbins from a yard out. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Lutz good on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Patrick Surtain.
Mahomes going to throw. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chiefs offense set to go. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Quick slant to Brown. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. And Mahomes will do it himself. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
He's brought down at the
Here's
20-yard
second
line.
down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3.
Mahomes will throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Well, the Chiefs are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
At the 6-yard line.
Mahomes to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Rashid
Now the
White.
focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Down to the 22-yard line.
A 49-yard gain on the play.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
Will Lutz
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And we're off and running from Houston. Set to return, this is Braxton Berrios. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
Berrios on the return. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. Stroud in the air to start us off. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First down throw by Stroud. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Broncos nothing.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Nix off the play action. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Nix with it on first. Nick Sutton with back-to-back catches. And he works this to the 38 before going down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. He's got Sutton complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos finish off their opening drive. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Well, whether he stays the go-to guy the entire game, we will all judge together. But no doubt about it on that opening drive, Brock, he was the star. Bunch of catches and a touchdown to begin this one.
Yeah, I think this is twofold. Number one, you love to get this guy started early. He's a playmaker. He's a difference maker. Number two, this defense, well, they better be on high alert because this offense feels like they have a matchup they can attack and attack, and that time attack a third time for 6.
Berrios now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. This Texans offense readied up for its second drive of the contest. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. And we'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Dumps it off to his running back. And they're going to handle a big loss on this first down. Forced out of bounds several yards behind that line of scrimmage. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
All right.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
All right.
Here he goes, third and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. They're going to go for this. It's Stroud. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And as we kind of expected, it does not work out. So a little surprised to see him go for it. They're headed off after they turned it over on downs. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now it's second down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. 7-6 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Time for our second quarter. Let's see if the Broncos can capitalize in the red zone. Working inside the red zone. To the end zone, but incomplete. Took their shot there on first down, Brock, but don't come away with any points just yet.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man.
And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked off by Miles Bryant. So a takeover after the interception, just short of their 20.
Well, they're in danger of going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
Short pass brought in. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They get 27 on the play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Christian Kirk there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
On the quick, right?
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Puts him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Brought down by the first-time All-Pro Nick Bonito.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the gun, Stroud. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jonte Barron has it. Hits the 20. And into the end zone he goes. A pick 6 for Denver. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock. To have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Damian Pierce now to return it. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. More from NRG Stadium in just a moment. Texans to the line, 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick, here's Stroud. He puts some juice on a deep throw. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Picked off Brandon Jones. And the Broncos get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We've set it down from 37. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Broncos.
Shotgun snap to Nix. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Azeez Al-Shire has it.
Nix's pass intercepted. The Texans.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
23-yard line.
All right.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23.
All right.
To the air, Stroud. That is rejected at the line, as we say in hoops. Oh, got a hand in the passing lane up front. That's going to bring up third down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions. Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Incomplete.
And a surprising fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. We're trying to set up the screen. Dobbins. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards. Last thing they wanted to do was make this field goal try easier, but they were jumpy, and they did just that.
Automatic first down.
Will Lutz on to attempt the field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll make it a two-score game.
We hear it every single week, Kate, when we talk to these special teams coaches, frankly, the whole team and head coaches, how important just that momentum is coming into break and heading out of break. Well, that was job well done. Mission accomplished to score before the end of half.
And he's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining.
All right.
Stroud throwing here on first. Pass blocked by takedown. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
He's back to throw. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. First time this game they've looked to him. And it's going to be second down. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
All right.
Back to throw it. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And he's down to almost... Oh, no, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. So it's going on a bit of a speed run, it seems. We are flying past halftime and going right to the start of the third quarter.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. We'll begin his return from the 11. And not a bad place for them to start, up past the 30-yard line. The Broncos with their offense headed out for our first possession of the half. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. Knicks now on 1st and 10. That'll be caught by Troy Franklin. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
It's a gain of 14
They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it's going to be 1st down Denver.
First down. A gain of 14. First down.
There's the fake. Here's Nix. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Looking to his fullback now. He works it down to the 37. Jalen Petrie there on the stop.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Going long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
This offense is not leaving the field. On 4th and 8, they're going for it. Throwing again. Here's Nix. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Stroud now. Look at that power. Deep left side. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send him back to the line for 2nd.
Incomplete. He was covered by Patrick Surtain.
Shotgun now for Stroud. He's trying to go deep again. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Broncos will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Nix off the play action. Lays out. What a catch. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
Finds his fullback. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Jalen Petrie. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And the Texans will be set up great after a terrific return down inside the 15.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. This one's caught. And he's brought down after a short gain. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
at the 8-yard line.
118. What's that?
Looking to throw, Stroud. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Texans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Tank Dell the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's down to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And he gets into the end zone. That lead is now whittled down to a single point.
Texans 15.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's good.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Broncos with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Now Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. That's caught left side by Vele. And he'll get this through midfield and starts pushing into Texans territory.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
That one finds his man, Ingram. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Ingram's got another one. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow the lead to 7.
Touchdown, Broncos.
You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
The Broncos
Once more, it's Nix. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late.
the score. Broncos 24.
Well, Brock, they wanted the 2-score lead, and they got it. And now, I think it becomes a little bit easier to defend the lead in this 2nd half.
It does. You know you're not such in a fragile situation. You got a little bit of cushion, but that attention to detail. Defensively, you cannot step off the gas. You cannot lose focus, but you sure do love looking up at that scoreboard and seeing a 2-possession lead.
Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that 1st down throw, swatted away by the defense.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10, still at the 28.
Lost there defensively.
From the gun, Stroud. Completes it downfield to Kirk. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Christian Kirk, the intended receiver. And now they face 2nd down. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up. All right, this is going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. just as we've come up to the 2-minute warning. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans losing by 9. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Christian Kirk, the intended receiver. And it sets up 2nd down. To the air, Stroud. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Trying to find his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Throwing now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that puts this offense in a very tough situation now on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th.
Already.
Desperation time here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
They're going to pass it here. Forced out to his right. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. So the Broncos right out of here with a win on the road. Well, Brock, we knew they were confident in the lead-up, that they could contend despite the hostile crowd they were going to face today, and boy, did they ever. Once they got going, they showed out, they backed up that confidence, and they leave here with a victory.
Oh, it takes so much work, Kate, so much work, even beyond what people hear about through the week or see in the game itself, to overcome somebody.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And he returns this to the 22.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
At the 30-yard line.
Stroud off the play fake. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Mike Pennell there on the tackle.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That's some good running from Stroud, and he gets them the first down.
And the Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
At the Chiefs' 19-yard line.
Stroud. Caught left side. Here's Dell. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
A gain of 2.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the Texans first down.
Stroud to throw it. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Michael Dana. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Here we go.
Stroud looking to throw. To Mixon on the check down. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
5 yards.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And Stroud now to throw. The quick slant caught. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 4th down and goal.
All right.
We're scoreless after 1. Texans football to start quarter 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Now Stroud. They'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. C.J. Stroud taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Chiefs, nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others.
where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll try and do this himself. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10. And he's got it to about the 40.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Stroud sets up the play action. That is caught by Dell. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
The Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Nixon with a 1st down carry. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard.
Here we go.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. 1:57 to go in this 1st half on EA Sports. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Stroud keeps it. And he is going to have the Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another 1st down.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 12-yard line.
Here's Stroud. This goes out wide from Nixon. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Pass throw right back to Joe Mixon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here we go.
Stroud keeps it. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Just the 1 touchdown in that 1st half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
Now on 1st down, he's going to sneak it. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Stroud. That's complete to Dell. 2 catches in the 1st half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Now a first carry for the fullback. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 8. Back to throw. Stroud. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. That's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Mahomes. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. And Mahomes will do it himself. That is caught. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a first and 10.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Intercepted. The Texans take over first and 10.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And it hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Well, both sides searching for adjustments. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
From the gun again to Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Stroud out of the gun here. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he is going to have the Texans first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. Stroud. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
To Joe Mixon. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Again, it's Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
From the 30 on second down, Stroud. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanket his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They'll give it to Mixon. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers and brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things. If it didn't go well in your game, with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, good night, everybody.